Hey everyone. At the time of recording this, I just released a video about cocknose stone and cup and ring marks. These like circular engravings that were made across the Atlantic coast of Europe for like 2,000 years, something like that. And God, it's just got me thinking about culture and the culture that we live in today and how quickly everything changes. You know, I kind of envied these people who are making cup and ring marks, and I've been thinking about why I feel that way, because obviously, objectively, there are many reasons why they would want to live in our time, like the lack of childhood mortality and penicillin and the abundance of food that we have. You know, there's lots of objective reasons to love the modern world. So why was I feeling a little bit jealous of these cup and ring marks? And I think I've just been feeling like culture is changing so quickly at the minute. It's changing so quickly that I feel like I'm losing touch. I'm losing these touchstones, or at least I don't share a lot of touchstones, cultural touchstones, with other people at the minute. Do you know what I mean? Is that nonsense? Look where I am, by the way. Absolutely stunning. There's a little river down there. I think the problem is the internet, really, and I suppose I'm part of that problem because I also make content like this on the internet too. But I was just scrolling TikTok last night for way too long, until like midnight, and the amount of things that I saw, watched, all sorts of different topics, I'm taking none of them in. I'm really taking absolutely none of them in. You know, I'll be like scrolling on TikTok. One minute it'll be a video about a war, something so life and death, literally, for the people experiencing it. I don't even watch the whole TikTok. I just scroll. And then the next video is someone else doing something totally different. And my brain is not absorbing any of these things. All this information that's being created, I feel like I'm not taking any of it in. I feel like there's not even any point to even bring it up with anyone, because they've also scrolled through 1,000 things. It all seems like it's just so meaningless. It's just like creation totally devoid of any meaning. For the most part, I don't know. That's just how I'm feeling about it these past few days. And it's almost like it's not even connected to the quality of the content that's being produced. It's more like just the abundance of information, how much is being produced, almost devalues it. Like, I can't possibly take in that many opinions, that much information. My brain can't possibly think all of that is valuable, useful, meaningful. So it's just like I said, a video about war, something terrible, whoop, don't even finish it. Scroll on to the next one. It's crazy, really. It feels crazy. Like, when I was a kid, growing up in good old England, I'm not there at the minute, I'm in Oregon now, but even digital media, even television, you know, everyone was kind of watching the same thing, so it still felt like, even if we're consuming content in that way, there was something to talk about with other people. But now you see it in TikTok comments all the time. They'll watch something that's like your algorithm has been following for a while, and then all the comments underneath are like, I have no one to talk to this about. Isn't that so funny? We're spending so much of our day consuming media that we practically can't even talk to anyone about. It's strange. It is strange. Like those cup and ring marks, they presumably meant something to a large number of people across quite a large cultural area, across quite a large geographical area, and I don't know, part of me feels like we're losing these, man. We're losing these traditional things. We're losing these things that we can all share in. You would think it would be the opposite, because the internet is so worldwide, so global. You'd think the opposite would be true, that we're connecting better than ever. But it doesn't feel like that at the minute, to me anyway. It doesn't feel like that at the minute. Stunning. I've been thinking a lot about ritual at the moment. Probably because I've been watching too much Alex O'Connor, although I do love that guy. Basically, I don't believe that there is a God watching over me, right? I don't believe that there is this power watching over me who created the universe. Maybe there is, but I don't see any evidence that way. And so I used to think that like the Christian traditions that I grew up around were now meaningless, and that I should create new rituals and new traditions that have meaning to me. But this past few years, with the increase of online content and AI content, oh my gosh, who's gonna bother with that? Who gives a shit about like an AI movie? Does anyone give a shit? I don't. If they make an AI movie, I might watch the first one out of some morbid curiosity, but I don't think I'm going to be watching those personally. Who cares? It's only going to exacerbate this problem of just like the volume of content being created. But yeah, I used to think like, oh, I'll make new rituals, new traditions that aren't connected to this God I don't believe in. And I've totally changed my thinking on that, because who honestly wants to participate in a ritual on their own? Not me. That seems so lonely, so isolating. That seems like it would only exacerbate the problem that I'm thinking, that I'm feeling. And okay, I'll stop here to show you the river up close because it's so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, look at this. Look at this spot. Oh my goodness. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Crystal clear water, can see right down to the bottom of the river. It's coming around the bend there. Trickling little river. I won't go in today. I have dipped my toes in this part of the river before, but I won't go in today. Although, man, that looks really appealing. But yeah, who wants to participate in a ritual on their own, right? I don't feel any significance in that. I don't feel anything towards that. And it also kind of totally isolates me from the culture I grew up in, from my family, and all of these things. And so I feel like just doubling down on Christian tradition. Even though I don't fundamentally believe that God is watching over me, at least the rituals I participate in are shared with other people. And you might think like, oh, Stefan, that's so silly to participate in a ritual, even though you don't believe in sort of the fundamental thing underneath it. You know, how does that give your life meaning? And I suppose I feel like the meaning comes from participating with other people. That's the real point of these things, where the real meaning comes from for me. That's how I feel at the moment. So I don't mean this video to be sort of like, oh no, the modern world is terrible, blah, blah, blah. Like, this could be a very positive thing. Like, it could be, I hope, encourages me to spend way more time out in nature. It encourages me to participate a lot more enthusiastically in tradition, in traditional culture, which is, you know, kind of what this channel is all about in a way, is a love and appreciation for human culture and the sort of ancientness of it. And maybe as online content is sort of inherently devalued, I think it might become inherently devalued by just the sheer quantity of stuff that's being produced. Maybe it will again encourage an appreciation of handmade stuff. Yeah, I went the other month to do pottery, to have a go spinning pottery on a wheel. It's something I've wanted to do for a very long time. And you know, just feeling so disconnected with all the bollocks that's online, I went and did it, and I had a great time. And I get to go pick up my bowl soon. I should check up on that actually. It might already be done. So, yeah, I don't know. those are the things I've been thinking about culture at the minute. Slightly different video to what I usually make, but yeah, whatever, it's my channel. Gonna contribute to the dross online even more. See you guys.